That's a fun idea. I might do that. Time capsule.
I know. We might do that as a fam. That's
actually a family time capsule.
Yeah, that's kind of a fun
really
idea. Even if you just do a decade, so much changes in 10 years.
I know there's a lot of crap in this podcast, but every once in a while we hit gold. I think we struck
gold
on that.
That's gold right there, baby.
That's why you listen.
So I just want to do this. We were talking about this with Aaron Page for Make It Matter Monday about fireworks and all this kind of stuff. And Aaron and I were kind of like, yeah. And I found out you love fireworks.
I really do. They're magical to me.
I think there was a time where I thought that, but now I've seen some, I'm just, yeah, whatever. And
really?
You still enjoy them.
Yeah. I think there's an art to them. I'm fascinated to see what people do. You can time them to lights, all of the chemistry that goes into making the different colors, the ones that make shapes. I mean, I think it's an art.
Wait a second. Do I remember correctly? Did you tell me that you actually ran a fireworks show or helped or something?
I helped. Yeah, I definitely am not responsible enough to be in charge of an entire pallet of explosives on the back of a truck. Yes, and we were like, then you're right down there and you have they have like a board that has little switches on it, and ours went to music. So you play it and it says next rail in 3, 2, 1, fire. And you go through the different rails that are in the back of the trailer and you fire off each one at a time. Let me tell you how nerve-wracking it is to go and check the trailer and make sure there aren't any live shells left.
Oh.
Never put your face over one. Ever. But the whole ground, like when they go off, I mean, it's a boof, and it moves the whole ground every time one of those shells comes out of the little things. It's amazing. I think they're amazing. I think they're kind of romantic even. I do want to have fireworks at a wedding, even if it's just like the box that you go and buy, like the expensive box, the $100 box that has like 4 or 5 rails on it. Yeah, I'm gonna go get me one of those because I don't know. I think they're really cool. They're very dangerous, but they're very cool.
Okay, so I think because I've just seen two things I'm going to talk about real quick about the fireworks. So I do think that they're amazing at some time because like years ago, we were out at Tinker Air Force Base for their 4th of July celebration. And the company that was doing this synced up their fireworks display with our music that we were piping through the speakers. See? And it was breathtaking. It really was.
That's what I'm saying. It really is an art if you're doing it well. If you see a really good, I mean, you've seen the ones that are just like, oh, those are fireworks. Yeah. And then you see some that are just like, wow, those were some fireworks. They really went all out.
This may be part of the reason that I have become a meh, or really, I don't want to be a part of it because I messed up big time. So this was a few years back when the grandkids were younger, way younger. Mm-hmm. And at Lake Tenkiller, they always do an amazing fireworks display. I've grown up at Lake Tenkiller, literally have pictures of me being inside my mom's belly when we were at Lake Tenkiller. Right, that's how long I've been going. So I know where they shoot them off.
Yeah.
So I go and I find the perfect spot. We got a boat full of the family. We're ready.
I love this story.
And this year, for whatever reason, they didn't shoot them off over by the dam. They showed them off over by Pine Cove Marina. I got us in a perfect spot where if they shot off at the dam, we were going to have the best seat in the house.
But they did not.
No.
So what kind of seat did you have there, Doug?
Shot off behind us, behind the little island we were next to. But what makes this story worse is all these other boats are leaving, and I keep going, I know they're going to fire them off here. I double, triple, and quadruple down and stayed right there. When you know you're a bad grandparent is when your grandson goes, oh, man, we missed the entire fireworks. My wife was so mad at me.
You've not lived this down. I've heard this story from your wife before.
The silence, she didn't yell or anything. The silence that she gave me. I know everybody in Eastern Oklahoma felt it. So I think that's why I'm not a firework fan anymore.
You learned a valuable lesson that day, Jeff.
In fact, it's gotten to the point now where if we're at the lake on the 4th of July and the kids want to go out, I say, why don't you guys go out?
You go figure it out.
Papa's going to stay right here.
Oh, don't let that ruin fireworks for you forever, Jeff.
Oh, man.
Maybe not be so confident next time that you know how everything works and you know how it's going to go.
I know another reason that I'm meh and not really a fan of fireworks.
What?
Because at our lake place, there's a road right by where our propane tank is. Well, that road is where everybody likes to shoot off their fire. And I have to remind them every year, you could blow yourself up.
That is nerve-wracking. That is a giant propane tank.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I can see how that wouldn't be great. Be safe with your fireworks.
I feel better.
But I do think they're magical, kind of controlled explosions, and that's pretty darn cool.
Let the experts do them, is what I've always said.
Yes, and that's why I want to be on the record that I was not an expert.
Randy, run!
I was next to experts. Since we are talking about July the 4th, this leads me into a good thing that I wrote down. We were talking about On the Air, America's time capsule that they're doing, 250-year time capsule. I was curious, if you were to do a time capsule for you right now, what 3 items would you throw in for your personal time capsule?
Oh, 3 items?
Yeah, just 3 items that you think give everybody like a good idea of Jeff Roberts right now in your life.
Okay, I'd throw in my high school letter jacket.
Okay.
And I would attach to, I'm going to do 4 because I'm going to attach something to
I was trying
jacket.
to make it easier. You can give as many as you want.
No, I'll do 3. But I'm going to attach a couple of the letters of me being recruited for football.
Okay,
so that's 1.
That's good. Okay.
I would definitely throw something in there SpongeBob related. I don't know what, but it would have to be. I'm just trying to, like, when you open this,
I know it's on brand.
Yeah, this is Jeff. And then, honestly, I'd have to have probably every Toby Mac song ever released in there, because you know how much I, to this day, just jammed Toby.
This all makes sense to me. Yeah, those are good items. Well, I thought of, I guess I'm not going too far back in history. I like that you put some high school stuff in there. Yeah. A piece of pottery, some sort of good piece of pottery that I made. I'd do that. Probably throw a candle in there. Cozy Nights from Target. Get the Cozy Nights scent. That's my favorite one. Oh, it's so good. Birthday on the way, too, if you want to buy me a Cozy Nights candle.
Wow.
They're $10.
I've already got you a birthday gift, and you're dropping more hints.
This isn't for you. This is for anybody listening. They're
Mama
only
J.
$10.
Mama J, we know you listen. Mama J.
That's right. The only people that buy my presents, Mom and Dad. I'd like a Cozy Nights candle from Target.
Yeah.
So
please buy her that so she doesn't have to sell feet pictures. No, moving on. Moving on.
So I'd have the candle in there, and then maybe, I know it's old technology, but I put like a DVD or a thumb drive or something in that has kind of some stuff from the show. Yeah. Just kind of some, I do like a video journal every year, maybe throw in some highlights just to kind of get a vibe of everything that I'm up to right now and what my life kind of looks like.
I like that.
Yeah. Hey, I think our time capsules are pretty accurate. I was surprised to see nothing Nike related or OU related show up in yours. I thought for sure those would show up, but maybe if I gave you 5 items, those would have.
One of the letters that would be on the recruiting thing was the OU letter, so that's how OU gets in.
It's tied in.
Have you ever been a part of a time capsule?
No, never, not once.
We did back in grade school, and I remember where we buried it and everything. And I remember a few years back going back to Bethany. And I asked one of the superintendents, somebody, I can't remember, and they didn't even know that we did one. I don't even know if they could find it today.
So I kind of want to do a time capsule now, but where would you even bury it?
Well,
like we have houses, but like if we open this in 20 years, we might have all moved, and then you're going over to somebody's house and just like, maybe we can sneak in the back and get that time capsule. Well, like where do you bury it that you can get it back?
Well, and that's what I'm thinking, because if you do just, you don't have to do these huge ones. So if you do a small one, and let's just say you put it in a Yeti or whatever. Right. Okay, I'm just trying to think of containers. And then, like you're saying, a housing edition comes in, they dig it up, and they just throw it away. I mean, they're not going to.
Yeah, I don't know a safe place to bury it, or somewhere that you could bury it that you could get back to without anybody being like, why are you digging a hole on my property right now?
That's what I'm getting
But I do think it would be, like, now that you say that, I've never been a part of one. It'd be fun to do like a best friend time capsule with my friends. I got a birthday coming up. Maybe that'd be like a unique way to kind of celebrate it. We all put an item in there. Maybe
instead of doing it the traditional way where you bury it, maybe especially because I kind of like your idea with this birthday and the friends time capsule. Maybe you guys all put it in, like a coffee can or something, which you can't even find coffee cans. Right. But anyway, and then stick it in a shelf somewhere. And then you guys say in 10 years, 10 years we'll open this.
Put it in a safe deposit box or something, like that.
Yeah.
That's a fun idea. I might do that. Time capsule.
I know. We might do that as a fam. That's
actually a family time capsule?
Yeah, that's kind of a fun idea. Even if you just do a decade, so much changes in 10 years.
I know there's a lot of crap in this podcast, but every once in a while we hit gold. I think we struck gold on that.
That's gold right there, baby.
That's why you listen. Anything else you want to move to next?
I want to ask you a question on how you handle wildlife at your house.
No, I call Hugo.
Okay, here's what I'm getting at. So at our house, we have had ducks that like our pool, but they've even gone so far as to build a nest a couple of years ago.
Okay, yeah.
We have possums. We have rabbits.
Oh, those are big ones.
Birds all over the place. Out by the shed, which doesn't bother me. We have mice, and I don't worry about that because you're out in the kind of the wilderness. You expect these things, right?
Right.
A friend of mine was just telling me that they also have a pool, and they had ducks, and I guess they don't like it enough that they've actually got a BB gun and they're shooting the duck. I'm like,
oh no.
See, this kind of upset me a little bit because I'm like,
I don't like that.
Why are you shooting ducks?
No.
If nothing else, go out and yell at them.
Shoo them. Yeah, they'll move.
Or just be thankful that they think your backyard's peaceful enough that they want to land in your pool.
I would think that was adorable. See? Personally, that would not bother me at all. I mean, if they're getting like duck poo in your pool, I wouldn't be a big fan of that.
Okay, even that is clean. So here's the thing. Because you have to check pH and all that, no matter what. I mean, let's face it. You've had guests over, and let's be honest.
They're peeing in the pool.
They're peeing in your pool.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not any different.
It's not the worst thing. No. But I can see how you'd maybe just not want that. But a BB gun? No, just get out there and shoo them away or find something that... Surely there's something that ducks don't like. Like some places you can put owls and it keeps certain animals away. Surely there's something that would kind of keep a duck out of your area where oh, sweet ducks. They don't deserve to be shot.
So if you had a pool and you had this issue, would you're saying you would not go to a BB gun?
Absolutely. Okay, that would never even occur to me as something that could be done. I would be consulting the internet on what makes ducks go somewhere else. I was going to say defer. That's not the word I'm looking for. But what makes them go somewhere else? What gets them away? Well, anti-duck repellent kind of thing.
I've duck hunted. I've enjoyed duck hunting. I've had a good time with that. There's no need to duck hunt at your pool because I will tell you, this is the coolest way that you actually get up and close. I have seen the mallards in our pool and even the females, but the mallards obviously because they're so colorful. And I'm like, that is amazing.
I know. I'm not trying to judge your friends, but even Tony Soprano loved the ducks in his pool. That gave him such joy, that family of ducks in his pool.
Just had to kind of get that out there. I was like, why are you shooting the ducks with a BB gun?
No, don't do that.
No.
There's got to be better ways to get ducks
If nothing else, run out there and just scream. I mean, there's other ways to get rid of them.
Or change your perspective and enjoy some ducks.
Well, thank you.
I like having the rabbits in my yard. I think it's fun watching them hop around. Well, I'm all for it. As long as they stay out of my house.
Yes.
Then we have a different problem.
My wife has gone completely on the other side. We now feed the rabbits that are in our yard. And even the possums. We throw old apples on the back fence line so that the possums can eat.
Well, that's nice of you. I don't know why I want the possums staying around.
Well, they are kind of cute.
The bunnies are cute, though. I have a question that came up. You've worked for, the station for a long time. It's been different companies.
Yes.
But, I was talking to a friend yesterday who just got a new government job and stuff, and they're trying to be like a team player. Okay. And you know how every corporation kind of does these team building things.
Yeah.
And they're all put together by extroverts. Do you participate in these things? Okay, my friend, the example that I gave, wanted to be a team player. So they said they would be involved in this thing. And then it involves dancing. And they ended up being a main cast member and they cannot dance, completely uncomfortable dancing. They just didn't want to be a stick in the mud. And then they ended up being front and center on this Princess and the Frog. They were the frog and had to wear a frog costume and perform in front of their colleagues dancing poorly in a frog costume. And I want to know why corporations think it's fun just to humiliate people. Is that what they're after? Because I really hate these kind of events where you are forced to participate in something that does nothing but humiliate all of their workers and everybody laughs. I don't like it.
See, I don't know how I really truly feel about that because I'm with you 100% on the why are we embarrassing? There we go. Why are we embarrassing our coworkers?
There's always some sort of get to know you situation where it's embarrassing.
But sometimes I do think, especially as a company, that if you can kind of get your people to step out. Now, the lead is a whole other thing. But step out of their comfort zone. I guess what I'm thinking of, we had, and if you remember, you were part of this, we had all of the DJs one year for our spring fling party do the Thriller dance. And let's be honest, none of us knew how to dance. Okay,
no, we're not good.
We had practice sessions. And I'm not even sure how we did, but I will say the audience seemed to be entertained.
Yep. People like to watch people make a fool of themselves.
And we made a fool of ourselves.
But that was for an audience.
Yes.
Most of things are happening in front of your coworkers, which I'm not responsible for entertaining my coworkers. Thank you. It's my job to entertain listeners, but not my fellow coworkers. So I don't want to stand up and do something embarrassing. I will do, if you want to get me involved, I do see the benefit in like getting to know your coworkers and learning to work together and understanding all that kind of stuff. Put us in an escape room together. That's a great way to figure out what your strengths are, who does what in which team. Yeah. And it's a lot of fun and it's not awkward. Nobody's humiliated. You're just solving a problem. And I feel like you're accomplishing the same thing because I think what they're trying to do instead of humiliate you is have a team building experience where you're all part of a thing.
Yes, and get you out of your comfort zone.
There's better ways to do it.
Because I know that's the big kind of buzz for companies is getting people out of their comfort zone. So maybe there's more synergy at work. There's more, hey, we could try this.
Did you guys ever do any retreats like with the trust falls and the zip lines and all that kind of stuff?
The only thing we did, actually, and we talked about doing it, but we never did. The closest we came was, I think, me and a couple other DJs went for a ropes training course.
Yes.
And there is a lot of the, you got to trust your partner kind of deal.
There is.
But not as a full-blown company, no.
Okay.
Now, I will say we had company parties to where we would play volleyball. We would put something together to where there was some team interaction so that you did have to work together. Does that make sense?
I like doing that kind of, like, I'm fine working side by side with somebody, but I just don't like to do humiliating stuff. And I don't necessarily understand why we do things like chili cook-offs. I mean, that is the one. Tyler Media's had a bunch of different events come in and out, but the chili cook-off is stayed. Mm-hmm. And that's all well and good. I just don't know that I understand the point of businesses doing chili cook-offs. Is that a team building thing too, or what's that about?
Maybe because of the breaking bread part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're all gathering around and eating together and talking with each other. So yeah, maybe I see kind of the point. And nobody should be humiliated by chili.
Maybe it's just a fun way instead of just doing a potluck. And I think because everybody's potluck,
it narrows it down. Yeah,
you're saying now, hey, it's a chili cook-off.
Okay, those are all good points. If you want to win, apparently you can just write, was it Brahms chili?
Don't tell our secret.
Well, listen, nobody from Tyler Media will hear this.
Yeah, they don't even know we have a podcast. Jeff and Rachel's chili won one year, and it was Brahms.
It's hard to beat Brahms. That's another pro tip for you. See, we're handing out gold in this episode, Jeff. Okay, I just want to get your 2 cents on that, see if I was the only one.
Okay, I got one last one. And this one, depending on where you listen to us from, it's going to sound very local, but, hey, you got to do some local stuff, too.
Right.
We all know that the Mother Road is celebrating 100 years this year.
That would be Route 66.
Yes. And, for some of you, that doesn't mean you're here in Oklahoma. It means you're on the Mother Road.
Right.
But I was thinking, because we've actually seen a couple of things about landmarks.
Yeah.
I just saw the big cowboy boot that they put together just for this 100th year celebration.
Yeah, that thing looked really
Cowboy
cool.
Hall.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
My question, though, is, would you or have you ever visited somewhere just to see the landmark? Now, when I say that, I want to take out, like, national parks, and I don't want to, well, it's kind of hard to do that, because Mount Rushmore, that would be but I guess what I'm saying is not just a national park, something that would have something that's like, oh, wow, Mount Rushmore.
Let's see. We went to the Blue Hole. Is that in New Mexico?
I don't even know what that is. Never heard of it.
I think it's... Yes, the Blue Hole in Santa Rosa, 81 feet deep. People, you can take like your scuba certification and stuff like there. It just happens to be a big hole. So I remember we were on our way somewhere, so we didn't go specifically for that, but it made a big enough impression that I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I don't know that I've gone anywhere specifically to see stuff, but I think it's worthwhile to stop by some of these things when you're driving by. And the stuff that they're putting up for Route 66 is really cool. I actually might, because some of them are a little bit closer, I might drive out and go see those specific landmarks. I
know that we, growing up, drove to, it's Claremore, to see the, no, it's Catoosa, to see the blue whale.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've been out there, too.
That was really, really cool, because I didn't even know. The only thing I thought was a bummer was because we were young and we wanted to go swimming because it was hot in Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. And it was you couldn't at that time, but that originally was like a swimming hole. And that was the whole reason behind the blue whale and everything. And I don't know. So I just don't know if, I think what you said, if I knew a landmark was like on the way.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would specifically go to visit a landmark.
Agreed. Yeah, I think we saw some like dinosaur fossils somewhere in New Mexico. But things like they just put up that big, the push pin thing that's in Wellston.
Oh, yes.
I might take it, Wellston's 20, 30 minutes out.
Yes.
I might go out there just for something like that. I think it's worth it for all these new ones that they're putting up. I think Edmond's actually putting up an entire like statue park that they've been working on for a while.
I think you're right.
So stuff like that. I mean, if they're good and local, I might go specifically to see those. But if I'm going to another state, I'm probably just going to hit it on the way.
Yeah.
But some of them are really cool.
I was just curious because I was thinking about, again, we've heard, and obviously, because I think Oklahoma has the longest stretch of the Mother Road or something. There's some kind of claim we've got to that. And so they're doing all these landmarks. And I'm like, but if you're coming from somewhere else, would you literally be coming here to visit this? Or are you just driving the Mother Road because it's the Mother Road?
I think they're just driving the Mother Road and we're on the way. So they'll stop at things. I'm going to wrap it up with one last update because I told everybody we got to get the ticket update, what I've been up to with my speeding ticket. Good news, Jeff. I'm done. I passed.
Sorry, I was drinking.
I did pass it. It did take 4.5 hours. I didn't learn much that I didn't already know. Other than Arizona really picky about speeding. They will give you a criminal charge on that really fast. If I would have been going 11 over, it's actually a criminal charge. It's like the lowest level criminal charge, but it is a criminal charge at that point.
Now, wait, didn't you tell me too that the test is timed?
Yeah, they give you 3 questions to like review it, the section that you just listened to, and that really stressed me out. But it's 3 questions in a minute and a half. We ask people to answer 7 questions in 1 minute. So, I mean, like, there's plenty of time to answer these, but it just made me panic. So then I read it too quick, misread, answered some wrong, and I was like, oh, they're asking the opposite of the one I answered. So I did slow down after the first few and realized these aren't that hard. The questions weren't that hard.
Okay, good.
So I made it through. It was not like a driving test.
And you saved $100.
I saved $100, and my parents are relieved from stress because they called yesterday just to make sure. Have you figured out the ticket yet? Oh, we were so worried about it.
Are you going to jail?
I am not going to jail. The ticket is taken care of. I know
your mom was a little worried that you were going to jail.
And I did it way ahead of time. It doesn't have to be done until the 29th. So I'm way ahead of time to make sure it's submitted and everything's good and I don't get my license revoked. That's taken care of. Paid my taxes like a good girl, my quarterly taxes. Now we can just get that root canal taken care of that I talked about, I don't know, like 5 episodes ago.
But you said you really don't need it. It's not really that big of an issue.
Well, it's okay for now, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think you actually had some medical expert tell you needed one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to end this podcast.
Why? Because I'm hitting too close to home?
Maybe, Jeff.